into deep meditation
Welcome
while
in.
we listen to these words of intention.
Today we're going over
purpose.
Universal laws.
We are so
Let me let
thankful
a couple people know.
for today.
I have a couple people that's going to come in and let us know their perspectives as well.
This day is going to be an amazing one.
Oh man,
Full of positivity.
I have to download Instagram.
Productivity.
How are you guys doing? Welcome in.
And prosperous actions. We will pour life into ourselves.
I'm loving this skirt
more
though.
and more as the day goes on. All day, we will keep a high vibration of peace.
How are you guys
love,
feeling?
and gratitude.
Gratitude.
We are so grateful for life and all of
I thought I had
its
Instagram downloaded on this
experiences.
phone. Let me see.
We
Maybe I can.
utilize the highs and the lows to work in our favor.
Oh man.
We are so grateful
Peace. Welcome
for the
in.
light and the dark,
How you feeling today?
the sun, the water, earth,
It's almost downloaded.
and air. For the
Gratitude.
food
Oh, I
that
think
we
I could put like
consume
the
in our
title right
body
here.
and in our mind.
I usually don't go live on Instagram, but
We are so grateful for our community, our family, and friends.
that's what we're studying today.
And
Universal
we are grateful
laws.
for ourselves.
And how we
are
can
grateful
align
for all of the
with these
love,
principles.
understanding,
You like the skirt?
and support that we receive every day.
Me too.
We stay aware
Okay.
of our vibration, and we uphold.
How can we align with the
healthy
universal
point
laws?
of view.
Do you guys believe in universal laws?
We give the best, receive the best, and speak the best into our lives.
Do you believe in universal laws? Yes
We
or no? Yes or no?
understand the power of the mind and the power of the tongue.
This is my meditation video, my
understand the
first meditation
importance
video, you
of
guys.
I
love it. I love it.
I am unique.
I am unique.
I am powerful.
So powerful.
I am
It's not enough to be
honorable.
powerful though. You got to utilize the power. You got to utilize the power that you
I
hold.
am transparent. I am grateful. I am compassionate. I am healthy. I
Trying to
am
log in right now.
strong.
Thank
I
you.
am intelligent.
Appreciate it.
I am
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
protected. I am peaceful. I am protected.
Have you guys studied universal laws?
I am loved. I am that.
Or is it something you're going to learn about today as we go over them?
I understand wherever I choose to place my focus, that will
I'm trying to get a little
grow.
formula. You know, your formula in
I
life
choose to focus
is important.
on gratitude.
I know a lot of us spiritual
What I am
or
grateful
people that focus on
for.
being conscious, you know,
I'm
want to be
grateful
free spirited
for
and
what
just
I
do.
have.
I can speak for myself on that. I like to just be. I don't really like to be like, oh, I'm going to do this, this, and then that. I just like to be and let things flow. But it is good to have a formula. So I'm focused on this formula. We usually go live on a platform called Bigo. But today I'm doing something a little bit different, and it is last minute, so I'm trying to let some people know. You know, we are going to be on Instagram. We're going to start doing lives on Honor Thyself Community Instagram. And I think there's a lot of people on Instagram that can benefit from the discussions that we do have. On Bigo, we are able to get like 12 people on at a time, but here only 4. Right now, I'm going to just start it off, and we're going to go to honorthyselfcommunity.com, we have a little section that says studies, right?
Love, gratitude, and abundance.
Peace, love, gratitude, and abundance, okay? Onto everyone, onto myself. I honor myself. And I just want to say I am grateful for this space. I am grateful for the visions that we have. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to put something together like this community. And it's only the beginning. We're going to continue to grow. Every day we take steps forward towards our goals. So that's what it's like. That's what it's given, and that's what we're going to do, right? 1 second. I don't know if I'm just gonna invite a couple people because I don't know if they're into universal laws, but let's see. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. And let's change this pin right here. Universal Laws Study Group, okay? On the website, we have a lot of different, things that you can get involved with. The goal is to be able to have in space on the site because, of course, we want a physical community. We want multiple physical communities around the world with our own land, living sustainably, in the most healthy way, and having a conducive environment that's for our future generations. But for now, we do have an online community, and on the online website, we want it to be an atmosphere for anyone of any walks of life. So no matter if you believe in universal laws or not, you believe in, Jesus, you believe in the Buddha, you believe in whatever you believe in, you can come to honorthyselfcommunity.com and actually benefit from it. Like, there's health tips, there's health recipes, there's self-care tips, and there's self-care activities that we do. We have gatherings. We do a lot of different things. So it's not just for a certain type of people. It's for anybody. The old, the young should be able to come to Honor Thyself Community and gain something from it, But welcome in. But today we are going to focus on universal laws. So I don't know if you guys have studied these laws, or if you even believe in them, or if you find them to be true or false or whatever. We're going to take a look into those. I have a couple people that are going to come on whenever they can to be able to explain their perspective on this situation. And yeah, for one, we have like I said earlier, we have a study session on the site, right? And in the study session, we just look at different things, different beliefs. This is not... See, we have the main part of the site is to be able to help people with self-development, with character, with awakening, with spiritual awakening, with being present, and being their best self, honoring themselves. But there is a section on the site where we hold for studies, where we study different things. We might study a book one, time. We might study a certain religion. We might study, Ma'at. We might study universal laws. We study all different things. And those studies is to help us kind of like look into certain perspectives of people in life and see how we can apply them to our own lives, just to be the best version of ourselves that we can be, right? So I want you to look at this. Let me see how I'm going to do that. How do you switch it? Okay. Okay, let's see. I don't think we're going to do it like that. There are 7. No, I think it's better like this. We're going to get our formula down for Instagram, okay? Because we're going to be going live on Instagram more often. Well, on this particular study, we have 13 laws. And so some people may say there's 7. This is the site right here. When you go to Honor Thyself Community, it is free to sign up, right? A lot of people say there's 12. Most people say there's 12, but a lot of people use the number 12 in their stuff, like 12, disciples, 12, what is it? The thing in the Bible, they have like 12 certain things in the Bible, 12 years in the calendar. A lot of people use the number 12, the, Ma'at laws. Some people have 12 of those, but once you go to the site, it is free to sign up. And then to become a member, it is a one-time $25 contribution, right? And this just helps with the success of our community. We always put it back into our community. It's not like, churches that take your money and go and buy dumb shit. Like we put it back into our people, into the success of the community. So when you go on here, there's so many different things you can see. Like, this is a community. There's a lot of people that will, give their divine wisdom. And, I have different, videos on here that teach different things, like ways to purify the blood. This is a therapeutic video about people pleasing and how to overcome that and identify that. All of our discussions, all of our live streams that we have in our community discussions, our community circles, are uploaded on the site. We're going to be uploading the one that we had on healthy families and healthy communities and what that looks like. That will be uploaded next, right here under community circles. We have a lot of them though. You just press see more for each segment. Right here is our health and recipes. I did an enema, so I did a docu on how my journey of doing an enema and actually getting parasites to come out of my intestines, you guys. And just different recipes and stuff. We have a couple people in our community that are chefs, and they'll be uploading their recipes here. We have self-care activities. We do healing sessions. We have our products that we are working on that are made of all natural ingredients. Different things that we do for healing and self-care in our communities. And right here, right before you get to Creative Art Center, is our studies, okay? So the studies that we have is based on, a lot of different things, but right now you'll see study of astrology, study the law of resistance, which I found not to be in the universal laws for some reason, and 7 principles of Maya. But if you, wanted to be involved with the community and you have something that you have thoroughly studied and you would like to share that with the people, then you would add a video to our community. So universal laws is what we're going to look into today. All right. So when you go to the website, you click on universal laws, you'll see this. I wonder if this kind of looks like it is too small. Can y'all see that? I don't think you're able to see it like you need to. So you know what we're going to do? We're just going to read it. And I will be right here so you can look at me. I know, right? Or here, I'll put it closer. Blue Magic, have you studied universal laws at all? Oh, it does. It lets you zoom in. Let's see. That would be good. Thank you, because I'm learning about the Instagram Live, right? We're going to be going live on Instagram no more. Okay, I see it. That's what's So when you go to the community website, you'll see this, universal laws, right? And actually, we'll be uploading a lot more of these type of studies because they're pretty cool. Give you some insight and some perspective on, ways to utilize different things in your life, because all we're doing is thriving to be the best that we can be, right? And there's certain things that people have shared with us that can definitely help us be, the best that we can be. So, are you able to see that pretty good? Let me know. Because it looks like it's a little lines in it. Is there lines in it for you? Oh, there it is. It's better back here. Okay. One more time and let you look at me while I fix this. Yeah, you seen the lines, or yeah, it was good. I seen the lines, so I'm going to switch it to this. Okay. Now let me know. There are lines, but it's fine. Still can see clearly. Okay, now it looks like you can probably see even better, huh? Let me try to look at it. Okay. Okay. Let's see. All right. And I think I might even be able to zoom in right here. And if I do that, just setting you up so you can see better. We gonna get it right though. Okay. Okay. There we are. So the first universal law is the law of divine oneness. Everything is interconnected. And for me, I just put notes here. We'll probably go in and go a little bit deeper into each one. But I just want to cover the bases of what I understood of universal laws. Beyond our senses, every thought, action, and event are connected in some way. Applying this principle entails being compassionate with others and recognizing that we are all one. Having more understanding of our differences are... Hold on one second, you guys. We got some kids that want to be loud, or they... Do y'all want to come in here and learn universal laws, or y'all want to go out and do something? We do classes with the kids, but we do it on different ways. So today, universal laws, I'm not sure about that. We have different ones. But I don't like how this is looking, you guys. I do not like how it's looking for the class. Okay, so with this divine oneness, it's understanding that we are all one. Everything is connected. And a lot of people like to look at things as separate because of our senses. But our senses is limited. And when we understand that, we'll understand that everything is connected, that it is a reflection of the oneness. And an example that we like to give is the example of, just having a cup, right, or some glass. And when you shatter the glass, it may look like it's in different pieces because there's different, sizes and, different ways of looking at different, pieces of the glass, but it's still glass. We are all one, but we're vibrating on different levels. So to better utilize this law of oneness, we should all have more compassion and love and understanding for each other while still honoring our unique self. And tell me why. Oh, okay, I'm just gonna go with it, right? And I think I'm gonna do an actual longer video on this in a way where possibly it can be like, I'm in front of it and it's in the back. So right now we're just figuring out the best way to go about this, right? What's the best way? And I would love feedback. Like, can you guys see? Do you think it's good like that? So a lot of people, I actually did a video on my Instagram. A lot of people have a hard time understanding oneness because there's a lot of people are like very attached to their senses, and that's a part of the oneness. Like some people have that type of awareness, and that's fine. But some people can hear about oneness and get it and like, oh wow, like that makes sense. And when you understand the law of oneness, then you'll understand, like you'll have more compassion. Hold on one second, because now... y'all come in here.
That's Jaden Jr.
Whoever, y'all just come in here. Y'all don't know how to sit down and be respectful. Just come in here and listen.
All of y'all come on.
Come on, sit down in here right now. Come on.
That's small. All of us.
I was listening.
It's okay. Sit down. And I'll release you in a second. Because y'all are in there whining and doing all type of stuff that you can be sitting here learning something. You know I'm on live. You know I'm trying to show something right now. So that was the first law that we went over. It's the law of oneness. Understanding that everything is one and everything is a reflection of you. And when you embody this law, you have more compassion for other people. You understand that it's all under what some will call creator, all under God. You know, everything is connected. So you don't have to judge something to a point where you feel like it's less than you. Martez, do you have a problem? Because I have solutions. All right, so the next universal law that we're going to go over is the law of vibration. So, and you know what? When I was studying these laws, I was like, okay, I get it. And a lot of the, conscious knowledge that we are being introduced to are aligned with universal laws. But I also have something in me where I feel like, we all should just be in tune with ourselves. So though I'm reading this from, and I created this from a space of what I thought of this law after studying it, that doesn't mean that we don't need to go within and see if it really truly aligns, or if we can maybe make it make sense a little bit more, if we can maybe utilize it in a different way, or we can be able to teach it in a way that is more conducive for us. So, and I say that because the law of vibration says that everything is in consistent motion. Now, I can understand and I can realize that, but some people have actually researched it and with scientific measures. I wasn't able to do that, but I get the concept. If you look on a microscopic level, you will see that on the desk is still something that's vibrating. What does that have to do with anything? You want to sit down?
Yes.
He was in the bathroom.
No, right there.
Okay.
He was twerking on my bed.
He's lying. Okay, so this does apply to matter, like I said, when you're studying the desk or you're studying something on a microscopic level, you can see that it's still moving. It's still in motion, but it also applies to our personal frequency. This law says that your own vibrational frequency reflects your experiences or reflects your reality. What we have to do is stay conscious of this vibration. And I'm going to reword this on the site because I'm reading it and it's like I'd rather say it in a different way. What we have to do is just stay conscious of our vibration, which is like our thoughts. We have to stay conscious of ourselves and make sure that we're keeping a healthy perspective at all times. Some ways that you can stay conscious is, and what I realize is when we're saying conscious, we're meaning to be aware. And what we mean by that is to be present in the moment. Stay present in your thoughts is to keep a healthy perspective. In some ways to help that in a physical way is meditation, is yoga. Some people say exercise. Some people says like, listening to music and things like that. Certain things like that will raise your vibration. So if you ever feel yourself getting low or feeling down or anything like that, you will know yourself enough to know what you can do in order to raise your vibration, which means to raise your thoughts in the moment, to have healthier perspective on life, to make sure that you're living life to the fullest. That's not to say that you won't have down times. That's to say to know how to utilize those times. So, we have the law of correspondence, which a lot of people like to say, instead of saying the law of correspondence, they say as above, so below. As within, so without. Meaning that everything is a reflection of you. It says physical reality is a mirror of what's going on inside of you. So that is to say that everything that you see in your physical reality is a reflection of your mind, of your thoughts. So if you see something happening in physical life, your thoughts are going to analyze it and going to make it have a perception or a judgment on that. And it all comes from you. So you can see, two animals doing something like together. And some people might perceive it as, love, and some people might perceive it as they're fighting or something. So it's all based on your perspective. So it's good to try to like keep your vibration high, so that sometimes there's certain like unhealthy things that's happening in your reality that you won't even see, that you won't even give power to, because your inside, because the inner works that you have done don't allow you to see that. It allows you to focus on the positive versus the negative. So yeah, patterns will repeat itself. Everything is happening for you, not to you. If you can have that type of perspective on life, then you'll realize the hard situations, the hard times, which you perceive it to be hard, or those the ups and downs, you will know that, dang, this is working for me. This is showing me something. This is going to push me towards growth. And that's to have healthy perspective on it. But some people that don't understand this or don't embody this, when they're going through down times, they may stay down even longer than it's meant to. See, down times are here to be able to teach us, to be able to push us towards growth. If your life seems calm and grounded, it's because you have that within you. You have peace and within yourself. In troubling situations, remember it's time to self-reflect and grow within. And that will show in your reality. Once you grow within yourself, your reality will then show that. The physical environment around you will then show that. If you want better and you truly do the work and you want better within yourself and you push yourself, and of course, don't forget the actions, your reality will then shape to that frequency, to that vibration. Okay, so y'all,
Frequency.
do y'all want to go and do something like productive?
Jada was recording.
Okay, go in there and do something productive. I'm on the live right now. Okay, go ahead.
I can tell you something.
No, not right now. I can feel your vibration. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah. Okay. So, the law of attraction, right? And it's interesting because when I was studying the universal laws, the law of resistance isn't on there, but I did do a video about the law of resistance because I had went through that in my life where you know, and I guess it's in between these, but for some reason it didn't say law of resistance. But certain things that's, happening in your life, when you're resisting it, you're actually pulling it towards you. So I guess it can be, compatible to correspondence, to attraction, to all those things. So I probably would make a part 2 on that because, yeah, resistance is something that we do a lot. Like, we're resisting what the universe is trying to show us and give us because we're thinking it's not for us. But when we know these universal laws, we know everything is working for us. Like, literally everything is working for us. So, next law is law of attraction. It's a manifestation law. Wherever your focus goes, energy flows, right? And I love that saying. And I love a lot of these sayings because it just helps you stay on point. Like, whatever you're focusing on, that's what you're attracting to you. That's what's manifesting. That's what's growing in your life. So that's why a lot of people, when the solution in their life is just to change their focus. Like, you're focusing on something bad to happen. You're focusing on a negative. Therefore, you're bringing negative to you. So if you can consciously make a decision and with actions to change your focus and to focus on something that serves you or something that, is for you, then that's what you're going to attract to you in your physical reality. If you believe, you can achieve. I like that type of saying too. Like, these are just, what are they called? Are they called, I don't think it's called metaphors. It's called something where, these certain sayings, but we had them growing up. Like, God, my mom said, God don't like ugly, like little things that help us stay on track. And I forget what they're called, but I love them. Like the law of vibration in this way, it's important to learn how to vibrate at a level that attracts what you are seeking, right? A lot of people, we are consciously able to say, oh, I want this in my life. I want a better job. I want to be a better parent. Oh, I want to, attract this type of business, but the vibration that you're at is what's going to attract it. It's not your words, but the vibration of the words, like what you truly are aligned with within yourself. See, you can say you want a better job, But if your vibration is saying, you know what, I'm about to go to this job, I hate this job, you know, and it's a lower vibration, a lower perspective, an unhealthy way of looking at the situation that you're in, you know, that's you most likely you're going to stay in that job. All right. But if you say, you know what, I want a better job, you know, I'm grateful for where I'm at. See, gratitude is a high vibration. Love is a high vibration. Understanding is a high vibration. If you can change any unhealthy pattern, any unhealthy thoughts to a higher vibration, then that's what's going to attract you. So when you say, I don't want to be at that job, you're attracting that job, right? And it can seem like a little confusing, but I'm telling you, what you have to do is have gratitude for where you're at. Put out into the universe, yeah, I want better, and I'm going to get better. I'm going to work, and I'm going to align myself with better. See, if you want a better job, but you're still going to your job, not appreciating it, not doing more for it, not being the best you can be at it, that's what you're aligning with. So you have to say, I want a better job, but I'm grateful for where I'm at. I know I want more, and I'm going to do better at where I'm at so I can align with more, right? If you want more, but you're not aligned with vibrating with more, then that's not what you're going to attract to you. So if you want respect, but don't give respect, you're giving mixed signals out to the universe. And that's not how it works, right? That's not how universal law works. If you focus on what you do want versus what you don't want, those things will come to you faster and better. We work with solutions over problems. I'm grateful for this path to my success. That's a fact. Like, grateful. I'm grateful for all the, experiences. I'm grateful for everything. I know where I'm headed, but I'm grateful for where I'm at. Holding that gratitude, that's a high vibration. Therefore you will attract a high vibration. Because more times than not, you want something better. You want a higher vibration. So, the next one is called Law of Inspired Action, right? Yes, we are spiritual beings, but we are here in physical form. And this is something that I realize. And I think I put this into this Law of Inspired Action, but I'm not sure if this aligns with what they meant, right? But I like to say this because I want to remind people, because a lot of people in this conscious community are so hooked on the spiritual or the mind and like all is mental and things like that, which I understand, but they're kind of detached and unbalanced from physical reality. Yes, all is mental. Yes, we are spiritual beings, but we are here in physical form for a reason. And that means we need to take action in this physical form. It's not all about, I think it, so it be. No, you think it, and then you need to proceed with aligning through actions with what you want, right? So everything comes from a mind, but it manifests in form, right? The things that's coming from your mind is going to manifest in form. You want that in physical form. So we have to align with that. We have to realize that. Align your mind with your actions. I think I'm going to say that too. Being around positivity can push you to be more positive. Hold on. I went to the wrong one. Okay. Everything comes from the mind, but it manifests in physical form. It takes action to invite what we want into our lives, right? Inspired action is an internal nudge. And this is what they really mean by the law of inspired action. It's an internal nudge. It's not always a plan of action. And this is why I kind of put my own perspective into what the law of inspired action is really saying, right? What they're really saying is inspired action is an internal nudge. It's not always about a plan of action, but it is the alignment with this law. You have to align with this law is by aligning with your internal guide. Like we have God, we have that internal guide within us, and we need to get an alignment with that so we can be inspired to act through that alignment, right? Not through the physical, inspiration, through our, not just through our physical outside inspiration, but through the inspired action from our inner guide, right? What someone call God or someone call our higher self. And we also have to learn how to let go of the need to control by opening ourselves up to the all possibilities, by unlimited possibilities, because that's what we are in a realm of, unlimited possibilities. So if we open ourselves up to that, you just You just never even know. You probably will align if we can learn to let go of the control, or sometimes the control is a fear because, oh, I want to do this because I feel like this is what's best for me. But your inner God might have something even better, even bigger plan for you. But we are so hooked on trying to control our own reality, which is, it's fine to a degree, but we in all things we must find that healthy balance, right? So healthy balance. And understand that there is so many possibilities for our lives that sometimes we just gotta flow with it, you know. And sometimes we gotta put forth action, and we gotta control it in a healthy way. So there's a balance to find in that between, you know, a plan of action and inspired action that comes from within. All right. The law of perpetual transmutation of energy, right? Energetically, everything in the universe is consistently evolving and fluctuating. Every action is preceded by a thought. Thoughts have the power to manifest in our physical reality. Being around positivity can push us to be more positive. And the same thing is right with negative. Have you ever been in a negative situation or around a whole bunch of negative people and then felt yourself like your positivity just being like depleted, like, ugh, like I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, so now you're like in the thing where you're resisting, you're just like, ugh, I don't want to be around no negative ass people. And I see myself doing that a lot too, but it's because I'm trying to find balance in, you know, my energy. So we have to be aware of how we're exchanging our energy for sure, right? But in this law, you know, and it goes vice versa. If you're in a negative, if you're in a down and you have a good support system, a lot of positive people around you, like in the community that we're building, if you're feeling down, you should be able to come into our environment and we pick you right up just by our vibes alone, right? And now you're feeling up again. So this is the law of perpetual transmission of energy. Like we're exchanging energy with each other at all times. So that's why I'm in the space where sometimes I'm like, I shut people off because I'm like, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to be around people that think with low vibrations and stuff like that, because I'm trying to find a balance in how I exchange my energy, not letting it go into resistance of what the universe is trying to show me, and knowing that everything is working for me, but also knowing that, you know, we are always exchanging energy. How can we protect our energy without blocking what the universe has for us, but without feeding into things that we consciously know that don't serve us, right? And consciously feeding ourselves more energy that does serve us, putting ourselves in a situation or environment that really, really adds on to us, right? Knowing this, we can actively seek to uplift negative energy around us by maintaining positive thoughts and actions. You know, that's the thing. Like, if you are in a situation, you're a positive person, right? You're in a situation full of negative energy. Can you hold your vibration? Can you hold that positivity? And how do we do that? I think this is something, the law of perpetual transmission of energy, I think this is something that I'm learning too. How to hold that, like. And actually, God Body, I don't know if he's going to come on here. He thought he was going to be on Bigo. But he's into universal laws, right? And he's going to speak to us about it. I also have a sister, Beyond I Am. She's going to come speak to us about it out of New York. And she studied it for a while, as well as God Body. They both study universal laws. So basically, one second. You know, we're going to hear what they have to say about it, but this is one thing that, you know, I'm working on, because I was so prone to giving energy, even if they're, you know, unhealthy or whatever. I'm giving my energy because I feel like, okay, I got my own. But consciously being aware, like, dang, if we had an environment, if we had a community full of people that holds a high vibration of energy, won't that serve me more than me trying to hold positive thoughts in a negative environment or around negative people? So it's just about protecting your energy and knowing how to utilize that, right? Okay. Papa Wally says, as we triumph over obstacles, we are succeeding in living our dreams. Everything adds to our reality. The possibilities are endless. And that's a fact. That's a fact. Okay, we're going to go down. See, this is all on honorthyselfcommunity.com. It's under studies. Studies in our community, we just study different things. We might look into different books and different traditions, different religions, just to study it and see what we get out of it, and we share it with each other. And the study section is for us to go in. We take it, just like I'm listening to these laws. A lot of these laws are aligned with what the conscious community is trying to push. But some of it, you have to make sure you're going within to see what works for you, what really serves you in this moment, or in any moment. It may not serve you now, it may serve you later. But I don't take it where it's, this is, you have to listen to exactly what everything says in studies under Honor Thyself community. No, you have to look at it, and if you feel like you want to hear it, look into it and see what really works for you. Because Honor Thyself community is not about, you got to believe in this or believe in that. It's just about honoring yourself, aligning with the best version of you, having a supportive environment with supportive people, living a healthy life, giving health tips, and self-development, character development is what we focus on at Honor Thyself community, and how we can be just the best versions of ourselves, So the next law is law of cause and effect. Every action will have a reaction, good or bad. What you put out, you will get back. And knowing these, and I love universal laws because it does help you just to have more love and compassion, and you don't want to be negative or hurtful or mean to nobody, because you're going to get that right back. And we have, and I'm going to remember what these are called when you have those sayings that help you stay on track. But what was the one from childhood is just God don't like ugly, but karma. Karma's a bitch. That's what we used to say as the children. Karma is a bitch, meaning whatever you putting out, you get back. But I learned about karma at a young age, and I realized, what? If I put out good, that means I'm gonna get back good. So karma's not always a bitch, right? But vibration or energy you put out has a ripple effect. If you're coming from a place of anger or resentment, if you put that energy out, you'll eventually be affected as a result. So that helps us to also be more aware and conscious of our actions and how we're treating other people, because that's going to go back. How you treat other people. And another thing we used to learn as a child is treat people the way you want to be treated. That aligns with the law of cause and effect, right? Please save this live. It's getting late for me, so I won't be able. I'm definitely going to save the live, and it's going to be on the community site, right? It'll probably be on the page until I'm able to put it on the site. But it's definitely going to be here. Gratitude and safe travels, powerful travels. Powerful travels through the dark. Okay, law of compensation, right? You reap what you sow. And that sounds like a cause and effect, right? But when you're of service and support of others, you get that energy back. Why don't I have more on compensation? I should have said some more on that. We are here to be the best versions of ourselves. This compensation is honoring thyself too. If you can honor yourself, that means you're being the best version of yourself, and that means you're reflecting that onto your society. You're shining that light onto other people. And when you do that, and that is being of service to the people around you, to the world, I believe that's our purpose. We have to be the best that we can be, honor ourselves to the fullest, our authentic self. That means any inner works align with the best version. The best version of yourself. No traumas, childhood issues, unhealthy patterns. No, you're not doing anything that hurts you or don't serve you. Just really thriving. And obviously over time that thing might change. You can be the best version of yourself today, and then tomorrow you figure out something that you can be even better, right? But when you do that, you're of service to humanity in my eyes. And when you're of service to humanity, you get that energy back. What? The universe got you. The universe got you anyways. But once you align with the best version of yourself, you start getting things. Things just come to you. When you do good deeds, it comes back to you. I think that's the law of compensation. We utilize information to help us navigate our minds. It's all about learning the healthiest way to navigate it. Yes, Essence. Exactly. How can we utilize this information to in the best way to help us navigate through life? That's where we have the study session on Honor Thyself community. This is awesome. Keep shining with honor. Yes, keep shining with honor and respect and love. You know? Okay, law of relativity. We are inclined to compare things in our world, but in reality, everything is neutral. Relativism exists in all forms. It comes down to our perspective and perception. Stay in gratitude and understand that everything you see, good or bad, is relevant in you, or to you, is what I said. We need to be more appreciative of what we have without needing to compare it to something else, right? So relativity is basically saying everything is a reflection of you. Whether you want to say that this person's a negative person or not, it's something within you, whether you overcame that, whether you're, you only do it a little bit, but they do it too much, whether, this is something of polarity where you have to be like, oh, and that's the next law too, polarity. Where you have to be like, hold on. Oh, man. I don't even think I finished polarity. Hold on. Okay. Anyways, it's all a reflection of you. So let's not live in separation to a point where we're thinking that we're better than somebody. Who you better than? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. We're all just on our own journeys and on our own certain times and space, but we don't need to judge people to a point where you got hate in your heart or where you think you better than somebody. What? Okay. So polarity. All contrasts bring clarity. This law says that everything in life has an opposite, good and evil, love and fear, warmth and cold. The key is understanding these are all two sides of the same coin. Okay? I think that's what we were saying a little bit just a second ago. These are the two sides to the same coin. Like, literally, it's all one. What it says. All contrast brings more clarity. If you're facing a difficult situation like a breakup or a health challenge, for example, tune into what the opposite looks like, which can reveal a new perspective. Oh, I love that. Like, literally, okay, you're going through something hard. Like, what's the opposite? You want to do something. You want to go through something better. Focus on that and gain a perspective from that sense. Like, I don't like my job. Well, what's the solution? Or, problem is a solution. If you have a problem, what's the solution to that problem? Let's look into that. Oh, you have fear? Well, what's the opposite of fear? What they say? Love. How can you have more love in this instant? If you see something evil in somebody, well, look into the good. Like, law of rhythm. Cycles are a natural part of the universe. We have seasons on Earth. Sometimes we expect awesome queen talk, me and my daughter's watching. That's awesome. That's amazing. I love it. These are the universal laws. So we're just studying it. We're listening. We're trying to see what really works for us and what's not. So I would suggest to everybody when you're hearing this, don't say, oh, well, Honor is speaking about the universal laws and it said this and, I'm just going to listen to it and abide by it. No, go within and see how it really truly aligns with you. Because many people are teaching things and are telling you what to do and how to live and who to be and all this type of stuff. But truthfully, it's all within you. So though they may be right for them, it may be right for somebody else, but is it right for you? And not only that, apply the knowledge that you hear, that you resonate with, you feel like it's good, apply it to your life and see how can you utilize it in the best way, right? So, let's go. The law of rhythm. So we do have cycles in the world, and they say there's cycles in the universe as well, but we can see the seasons on Earth. Sometimes we expect ourselves to be one way all the time, whether you're thinking about our health or our productivity, but this is not sustainable. Like, take note of your inner rhythms and try to work with them instead of fighting against them. If you are feeling down sometimes, or sometimes people get sick, and they're doing that, maybe it's working for you. Maybe it's a time to give you some rest instead of trying to power through. Like, certain things are happening, for us, not to us, but for us, and we got to know how to utilize them. A lot of times, when we get into a sick or we get down or something, we want to just be like, you know what, I'm just going to push through, and that's fine too, but that's why you got to know yourself. you have to know yourself and know how to handle that in that moment. Sometimes when I used to get, if I was getting sick or have a cold or something like that, I'll be like, you know what, I'm just going to keep going. Sometimes that worked. But listening and knowing yourself enough to know your bodies, most of the time when we're getting sick or something, it's just a time, and it's a beautiful time to sit back and gain some rest. Like, our bodies need rest, you know. And not only that, side note, if we're eating past a certain time, our bodies are still up digesting food and working. For me, I've been, I guess, breaking the law of resistance by, and I realized that this rising, I was like, why am I having these dreams? Like, they're not helping me at all. Like, I would rather just be sleep without a dream. But then I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the dreams that I do have. Because a lot of the dreams, I'm like, it's not really serving me. Like, I had a dream about this. Like, so, okay, what's that got to do with anything? You know, but then I had to remember, I'm grateful, you know, I'm going to flow with it. I'm going to allow, maybe it's, you know, it is telling me something. Maybe I don't see it. I have to look deeper into it. Or maybe it's just a means to another end, right? A means to something else. So, and I'm grateful to even have dreams. At one point, I couldn't even remember my dreams. So I was just like, you know, at one point I couldn't even remember my dreams. So I'm just like, oh, I wish I had dreams. Now I'm having dreams. Now, you know what I'm saying? Just don't have too much of resistance in your life. Right? Just try to flow with it and just be the best that you can be and utilize it and know that it's all working for you, right? All right. So the last law, right? Oh, it's okay. It's okay. We're going to save this, and it's also going to be uploaded to honorthyselfcommunity.com, right? And this is the last law, so we're going to get into it, right? Law of gender. So, when they say gender, I don't really know the specifics of, you know, how some people say the gender is not the male or the female, it's really the feminine and the masculine. I don't really know the technicals of it. At one point in my life, I was to a point where, like, what is language? Why are we even, it's really limiting us. Like, if we can really understand the depths of this, a lot of the language that we're hearing is like, it's like in the way of the truth to me. But it's okay. We can utilize it, because without the language, we would communicate on a more probably powerful way. But I'm not sure. Maybe not. At the end of the day, law of gender. Masculine and feminine energy exists in all things. Much of our society has historically operated from a masculine hustle and do mentality, which doesn't always allow much room for us to just be. We must achieve our own balance between the divine masculine and divine feminine energies in order to live a more authentic life, right? So what that means is just, you know, we all have masculine and feminine energy within us. Just because we expect men to be more masculine and females to be more feminine, doesn't mean that we don't have the opposite in us, right? And because I'm going to have to stop this. I don't like to give my personal perspectives on things when we're studying something that somebody else put out, right? Now, if we can make up our own laws based on what we study in our wisdom and experiences and our own knowledge, then yeah, I would be giving my own personal perspective. So I don't want to go into that. But when it comes to just understanding, we have to understand masculine and feminine energy, right? And we'll understand how can we tap into both of those in a way that serves us, right? In a way that's conducive. So the personal perspective will go into what I'm doing, my purpose. I'm building community. So I have to, we have to have a certain way of embracing and honoring the family. So when it comes to men being so feminine to a point where they're not able to, pick up their unk and actually take care of a household, to me that's unbalanced, right? But then I also have compassion and understand that some people may just have that. So, and like I said, I'm not going to get into that. So this completes the universal laws, right? In the alchemical world, in the alchemizing world, the male and female must work together, making both forces helping the universal law of nature. Alchemical. Do you mean alchemizing? Is that the same thing as alchemical? Okay, with these, we need to utilize these universal laws to have more understanding and align ourselves with the all, right? I love how I like how I did this, and this is all on honorthyselfcommunity.com. I need to shrink that a little bit. Why is he so big? Oh, because we're in a bigger... Okay, so this is all on honorthyselfcommunity.com. You can go to it and go over it. I'm actually going to put this video up on our website as well. Like I said, it is free to sign up. It's 25 contributions to become a member. This helps with the success of our community. And I feel like I talked really fast, but my mind goes really fast. I'm always overly analyzing myself, feeling like, damn, I could do better, and I can do better, and I will do better, right? I am a great speaker, you know, and I help a lot of people with words. So I will just continue to do better. Like, this is me, like, kind of analyzing. I'm analyzing myself. Like, you could have definitely did better on that, but hey, I think I did pretty good. I'm thinking like a lot of you guys can understand exactly where I came from on that. And yeah. Okay, there we go. Did y'all like it? So what I'm going to do is, I think we're going to be going live more on Instagram. Because, you know, it's not as much people as on Bigo, but I think we can start somewhere and move forward and like really get it popping on Instagram, because I feel like, you know, Bigo, there's a lot of people that want to hear things like this, but there's also a lot of people that have, I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm grateful. But I feel like Instagram, there's so many people on here that, you know, we can come together, we can learn together, we can grow together. You know, even a lot of people in our community was able to come in here today that aren't able to go to our Bigo because they don't offer Bigo in all countries. We have people in our community that is located in different countries, which I'm grateful for. If you do want to contribute the $25, it's only one time. It's to become a member of the community. And then you'll be able to see everything we upload all the time. Not only that, it goes to the success of our community. We're able to do more things in our community, like events, classes, contests. You know, last month was the first month we really was pushing it a little bit more. We was able to give away a cash prize contest, as well as help a young lady in our community with her rent as she fell on hard times. So, you know, that's the goal. You know, like you have churches where they're getting donations or contributions all the time, but when their people fall on hard times, it's minimum resources, but you do got a Rolex watch and a Benz and all types of other stuff that the pastor might have. We're not like that. We're really building community where everything goes into the success of our community and to the success of our people and to our objective. Our objective is to help people cultivate a healthier, more sustainable lifestyle, is to provide an environment for our future generations that's conducive for their growth. And it's to help people with self-development, with spiritual awareness, you know, with overcoming. It's like a therapeutic environment, a very supportive environment, something that will help people overcome any obstacles in their life, and not just physical, I mean mental. We're here to enhance the mind of our people, right? And not by telling you how to think or telling you what to do, but by allowing you to come in and be vulnerable and open in a safe space, by helping you gain healthier perspectives. That's our objective. Ooh, that rhymed, didn't it? Yes. Make sure your phone is charged and stuff.
I love you.
I love you too.
Can I bring it charged too?
Nothing.
My talkies?
Love you too. All right, so gratitude. Language is vibration of thoughts. Masculine and feminine are simply charges to move energy. Gender in the physical is one standing in connection to the world. No worries, you're doing a great job. We are proud of you and your movement towards the manifestation of your thoughts. Gratitude. Rhyming. You're a sound being. Okay. I definitely want to go more into this. I just want to make sure that this live saved, and I can come right back on live, or I can go live on Alicia Brooke page, and we can just, talk about certain things. That's what we do on Bigo. We sit there and just talk about life. One thing that's really heavy on my mind right now is healthy, sustainable relationships, marital and communal unions, like what that looks like and how we can align ourselves, more with the most high, way of living, way of reproducing, way of having children, way of building environment. Like, our environment is so important. It has so much of an effect on our lives. And though genetics plays a part, our mind plays a part, our environment does too. The things that we are engaging with, how we're exchanging energy with our reality has a big effect on us. So how can we can literally be conscious enough to change our environment. We can literally make an environment that's conducive for growth. And how can we, I have an idea, of course, and, I work towards that every single day. But I love for people to come together so we can have these type of discussions, because I feel like they're very vital towards our growth and prosperity in life, right? So, yes, thank you all for being here. Gratitude. I'm about to end this live. I'm going to upload it to the website. Make sure it saves. Thank you for being here. And I will go live again in seconds. Oneness.